Welcome back, everyone. So in the previous two videos, we introduced the two concepts of this new unit that chemists love called the mole. We said that 1 mole of anything is equal to Avogadro's number, 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd. And it's equal to that number of whatever you're counting, whatever substance you're counting, be it atoms or molecules or ions or coffee cups. 1 mole of anything that you can count is 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd. We can also relate 1 mole to a mass, specifically in grams. We can determine the conversion between 1 mole and how many grams are in a particular substance through that substance's molar mass, which for individual elements you get from the atomic mass on the periodic table. So let's do 2 examples using both definitions of a mole. You see I've got double arrows between those definitions. That means you could start in this little flow chart that I have up here. You could start anywhere in this flow chart and go from one unit to another. So for example, in this first problem, I give you grams of silver, so I'm starting with grams, and I need to go to atoms. So I'm going to go this way from left to right on my calculation. I could also go the other direction if I was given atoms, like I was in the second example, and I need to get to grams. But let's talk through both examples. For this first example, I have 9.65 grams of silver. I'm looking for silver atoms. I'm at grams. I've got to get to atoms. First thing I need to do is I need to go from grams to moles. So I'm going to use the molar mass of silver, which I get from the periodic table. I don't know why it always goes right ahead of me. But I need to put that little multiplication sign there. So my gram of silver cancels out. I'm left with moles in my numerator. So I'm in the middle here. I got to get to atoms. So that means I need to use the definition of Avogadro's number. So 1 mole of Ag, 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd. Written again appropriately so my mole units cancel. And so in your calculator, 9.65 divide by 107.87, multiply by 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd, and your answer to 3 sig figs, 5.39 times 10 to the 22. So in that example, we were given grams. We needed to go through moles via molar mass, and then use Avogadro's number to get to numbers of atoms. We're going to do the opposite or go backwards with this next example. In this next example, I have given you numbers of atoms, specifically sulfur. I need to get to grams of sulfur. So from atoms, I got to go from atoms to moles using Avogadro's number. So again, written appropriately so that my units cancel. Then I'm left with moles of sulfur. So here in my little flow chart, I go from moles to grams using the molar mass of sulfur, which I get from the periodic table, 32.07 grams per 1 mole. I'm left with grams of sulfur. That's what I'm looking for. So in your calculator, 4.89 times 10 to the 22, divide by 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd, multiply by 32.07, and to 3 sig figs, your answer should be 2.60 grams. Or 2.60 grams, yes. So you should feel comfortable being able to do conversion problems with both definitions of a mole, relating it to a mass through that substance's molar mass, and being able to relate it to numbers of species, numbers of things that you count through Avogadro's number.